Yes.
If there are wildflower seeds, are there wildflower seeds in the garden? If so, what zone are they?
There are wildflower seeds in there, all zones because they're marigolds.
Okay,
Marigolds grow everywhere, and they're not obstructive.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Captain N.K. with the voice from the bridge, giving you the latest nautical and meteorological information. At present, geographical position is 16 degrees and 40 minutes north, 7 degrees and 9 minutes west.
Is it okay to use your song to
It is okay.
It is absolutely okay.
And a
Definitely.
follow-up question. It goes, do you have piano music for any of your music?
I do not.
Seems to be the environment that was starting Curacao. We have covered a total distance of 360 nautical miles.
Musician that you know, they can usually figure
And
it
have
out.
been traveling at an average speed of just over, just under.
Thank you, and I hope you do. That would be great.
And to reach Fort Lauderdale, we still have to cover our 700 miles. We do require an
So you
average
usually
speed
do
of
like house concerts? You would do, so you said you're doing these people concerts. Are you doing a lot of mostly house concerts or mostly concert halls? Or
Mostly house concerts. I like the intimacy, and I like that I really get to meet people in the location instead of
velocity of 26
go to a
knots,
hotel and go
so
home,
4-6
because hotels and bars are kind of the same everywhere. Often they're very large
skies are
house
clear and the
concerts.
seas are rough.
And sometimes you're
Barometric pressure is
They also do
1,050
cafes, libraries,
millibars
comic
and
book shops,
rising.
theaters,
Yeah,
whatever
and
you have.
temperature of
If you have a
27
suggestion, if you
degrees
see them coming to your area and there's a place I should go, tell me, because I will totally go there.
I was gonna say I could if you come to St.
And
Louis
then some
ever,
additional
let me
information.
know because
Since our departure from Curacao yesterday,
I will be able to fill
produced
the
a
Oh, that'd be great.
And
That would be
so,
so cool.
since
That would be so
it's full of board games, but you can easily make tons of space.
I may be there right before or after.
Digital transit and approximately.
I'm gonna be able to listen to
Good, then you'll know. Usually I announce a couple months in advance where I'm going, so
For
you
the
can
remainder of the day,
come play in my town, and that's usually where I play, where people ask me to.
Where is your email list?
My email list was circulating, we're gonna put it down in the game room because not enough people got to it, so.
And I would like to explain a little bit about it.
More shiny things? Yes.
If you stand on the tower of the shore, you'll know that you can see
It's a nerdy question.
That's
good.
This is actually a birthday present. This is a fairy in a bottle in case I die.
What?
To have an extra life.
Why not a cat?
Or in case I get tired, then I can just, you know, it's good to have a fairy in a bottle. Yes.
Is there a gift, like, is it, you Ina flew the coop, is Vera flew the coop, what's five the coop? Something specific.
Get 10 points. Yes. Way to notice that.
Where can I spend that?
To fly the coop is like to split town, and I actually came up with the line "Ina flew the coop" first, like a long time ago, because my friend Ina moved to New Zealand, and that's what that song is about. She went to New Zealand, she was kayaking, her kayak tour guide with a sexy New Zealand accent cracked open a sea urchin on a rock and said, "Who wants to eat this?" And Ina was a kick-ass chick from Toronto who lived in Alaska, and she was like, "I'll eat it," and she did, and they totally fell in love over her trip to New Zealand, and then they had a long-distance relationship, and then she moved to New Zealand. So that's what that song's about. But I wrote that at the time I was writing Got to Fly, and I was like, I don't need a song about Ina, I need a song about Firefly. So I used that as sort of a rhyme template and came up with Vera Flew the Coop, which has the same rhyme structure. I just like the first line so much and how it sounded that I kept it, but they're connected that way. So. Awesome. Even though Vera Flew the Coop is about something totally different.
So now I have a
Points for
question.
earlier question.
Do I have a sexy New Zealand accent?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely you do, especially with the MC Frontalot glasses.
But my glasses broke. I needed something to hold them on.
Thank you very much, Captain, and good afternoon, folks. Hope you're enjoying a beautiful day out
Good question.
out there shining.
It's a nerdy question. Well, that's exactly why you should ask
Go for
it.
it.
Inside the ship as well.
So, you did like proper classical music
I did,
training
yes.
degree and stuff. How consciously do you use that, or do you think it's all just kind of embedded somewhere in the back of your brain?
It's deeply ingrained. I couldn't do any of what I do without it. I recommend to everyone, even if they just want to do folk music, that they actually study every kind, because I feel like it's trying to be a carpenter with one tool if you don't learn music theory. And even if you're the kind of carpenter who only needs one tool, you want to know what all the other tools do so that you're using one for the right thing. So I like have a classical and jazz background, and sometimes I write a song with 2 chords or 3 chords, but then it's a conscious choice instead of a limitation. So I'm a fan of learning exactly how music works if you're going to do it instead of kind of slopping your way through it. So I use it all the time. I'm a big music theory nut. So it was fun watching Vi today for that reason. I was like, math, music, beautiful. She's demonstrating. She's way more graceful than I could explain some of the symmetry and so on. So, yeah. Question?
I got one. Who's the vampire? When did they bite you?
Oh, my hand had a reaction to something I touched, and it got all itchy, and I think I scratched it in my sleep.
Well, that could totally be.
Either that or a vampire came into my room while I slept. Which on this cruise is possible.
So we'll have to hunt them down in a mob.
Yes.
Wherever they are.
Yes, we will.
We'll just have to look and see who's not
Yes.
Sorry.
Oh,
These work with
why are you
normal
sorry?
pens.
Are you Canadian?
No, I'm English.
Oh,
we apologise.
Same thing, okay. All right. Oh, you need those pens?
Well, you can use little colourful pens if you
Well,
want.
I don't want to
You can
drown out. I like the vibe. That's great.
whatever. You may doodle, or you may sign, or do whatever you like.
All right.
You're the star, and I'm just a guy with.
Here is a watermelon, because I was running around with a watermelon on my head.
What is that a photo of? That's Half Monkey from last year.
Oh, okay.
With Liz's
Being accosted by the octopus.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I have a silly question.
Yes.
Before you had any training, what were some either groups or just things you loved to sing to or with when you were a kid?
Oh, I wanted to be a choral musician my whole life. I did lots of a cappella, lots of chamber chorale type music, lots of big choir music. Choir was my favorite. In fact, I wanted to be a backup singer. So last night singing for fun a lot was like a lifetime dream fulfillment. I'm a backup singer. I always wanted to do that because I didn't like being center of attention at all, and I didn't like the way musicians had to scramble to the top. So I preferred groups, and I was in a jazz choir, I was in a gospel choir. That's the only reason I can do this thing with any sort of confidence is because of several years of He's able. It was great. That was the total white chick. Sort of modern music, really weird stuff where you sing in a language that's already dead, and then you turn around to the audience, and then you crumple up a piece of paper and throw it, and then you sing another thing, and it's really, lots of fun, weird stuff. Any kind of choral ensemble you can name, I've probably done it. And that's probably the majority of my background, so, yeah.
What's the weirdest venue you've ever performed in?
Oh. As a long list. Hair salon, lots of comic shops, a couple house concerts where the hygiene levels were not only poor but appalling. Oh, ready? Wait. I mean, it's time to go to Scott's concert. Thank you guys so much. I'll be around. I'll be at tea. I'll be accessible.
More of those download cards are up in the.
Where's the floppy head tea?
Here are more download cards. Can someone drop these in the game room for me?
I will do that.
Thank you so much.
Oh, this is a normal snorkeling. Okay.
Scott's concert is in the piano bar, which is just.
Oh, okay.
It's right around the corner.
Do I want lunch or?
No, you want the concert.